Alright, so today's lecture is to talk about basic graphs. This is going to go quick. You know that this graph here of y equal root x is just this. So this is not a function, and I want you to be able to know that it's the sideways parabola. You put it in your graphing calculator, you have to solve for y, and you'll just get this part. So you must know that this is root x, and this is x equal y squared. Alright. So just make sure you know the difference between these two. So x equal negative y squared is just an upside down parabola facing the sideways. This negative 3 here just makes it a little skinnier, not a big deal. So I want you to know when it's a big difference or not. This is not. 4 plus y squared. That's going to shift it up by 4. This is the positive x-axis, so it's going to move up by 4. And it's going to, and go out this way, right? Okay. Not necessary to put arrows. I just want you to get a basic picture of what the graph looks like. X equal 4 plus 2y squared, again, is shifted up by 4. It will be just a little bit skinnier. This here, x equal negative 3 plus y squared, is going to shift it down by 3 and face upwards like this, or to the positive x-axis. And then a 4 minus y squared will be shifted up by 4 and facing backwards, facing to the negative x-axis. Alright, so you know this graph, x to the 2/3, looks like this. So x equal y to the 2/3 is going to be the sideways, the origin there. Alright, so you know y equal x cubed looks like this. So x equal y cubed looks like this. So it's going to be necessary if you get quick graphs. It takes too long. And these x equal graphs you can't get on your calculator very easily. So I want you to just get to know them. Alright, so let's look at these. We're going to be wanting to find the area between two curves. Just making sure we can get the graphs in and we know how to find the top of the curve and the bottom of the curve. The top of the rectangle and the bottom of the rectangle. It's all about the rectangles. So if I've got this parabola here, shift it up by 1, 3 just makes it skinnier, and then y equal 4, it looks like this. So this is the area in here. So I'm going to draw my typical rectangle. So this is the top of the rectangle, and this is the bottom of the rectangle. Top curve and the bottom curve. Okay, so the area will be top of the rectangle. So remember, we're measuring from the x-axis. So we're going all the way up to the graph of y equal 4, and then just subtracting off this distance. So that's going to be subtracting off 3x squared plus 1. So you must put parentheses there and have all of this inside the integral of the dx. Again, we need to find out what the limits of integration are. And so I see that the rectangles, we're going to they're building the dx wide. So the dx wide, that's what dx thickness of the rectangle is. So I need to find out where they intersect. So finding out where they intersect is setting them equal to each other. So I get 3 equal 3x squared. So 1 is x squared. So plus or minus 1 makes sense by looking at the picture even. Alright, let's look at the next one. So if I was just to quickly draw it, y equal x squared, y equal x, I'm thinking there's nothing there. So you have to be wise and think, okay, maybe there's something going on in here between the numbers of 0 and 1. So just explode that area between 0 and 1. So I know that y equal x will cross at that point 1, 1. I also know y equal x squared will cross at that point 1, 1. And I know if I put in a number like 1/2, that the y equal x squared is below. So this is an exaggeration of how droopy it is. But there's the area bounded right there. So investigate if your quick initial sketch doesn't give you a result. Alright, so this is the rectangle right there. So this is the top of the rectangle, and this is the bottom of the rectangle. So the area is going to be top of the rectangle is up to the line, y equal x, subtract the bottom of the rectangle, x squared, and all of that. So that's the height of the rectangle, that's the width of the rectangle. So then I'm going to be building rectangles from x equals 0 to x equal 1. All right, let's stop there, and I'll finish the next two examples in the next video.